Howdy YouTube, Darlingtonfarm here, just out here in my garage, and yeah, haven't really done a whole lot on the barn shop this week. It has been ridiculously cold and snowy. It's been below zero about every day, and the kids have been off school, so not a whole lot of progress, but I did finally get a new starter for my SA200. If you recall, I was having some troubles with it over the summer. And every now and then it would just kind of randomly die. I'd fiddle with the starter and it would start working again for a while, and then the other day it finally crapped out altogether when I was getting ready to mount my 200 on the truck, because in this cold weather my SA250, which has a Perkins 3-cylinder diesel in it, just refuses to start. I really should put a block heater on it because it just does not start. If it gets down to about below about -5, -3, somewhere in there, like, it just flat out won't start. Forget it. You can put ether in it all you want, but yeah, it just doesn't start. Anyway, yeah, I got a new starter here. Here's the old one. Oh. And I was gonna try and just put a new solenoid on it, but it turned out there is an open on the commutator on this, or not on the commutator, rather on the windings on the armature. There is an open, so yeah, it's basically junk. I may have it rebuilt, but 125 bucks. I got this nice one off eBay here. I'll put a link down there to the seller. I got this like 2 days priority mail. Here you go. It's High Speed Engineering, Johnny Baja at earthlink.com. 310-717-1514. Yeah, and yeah, they were really speedy about getting that out here, and like I said, 125 bucks free shipping. And this is the low mount starter. The high mount starter for the newer SA200s is really easy to get. You can pretty much get it at Napa. The low mount ones for the older ones like I have are pretty much impossible to get, at least that I found. But this geared one, they advertise on eBay there, and like I said, 125 bucks, and it was here in 2 days, which is pretty awesome. So let's get going and get this on there. All right, let's see if this bad boy will start. It's about 2 degrees right now. Alright, let's give her a go here. Ignition on, choke out. All right, I hope you enjoyed changing out the starter here. It was definitely been a very cold day. And yeah, for those of you that have been asking as far as which welder I like better, the SA250 or the 200, it just kind of depends. The 250 is great because you can run it all day and you might use 3-4 gallons of gas versus you can run that 200 for, I don't know, all day and you damn near burned up a full tank of gas. Now, which right now gas is like $1.40 something or other here in Indiana, so it's not that big a deal. But in the summer last year when you know, gas was $3.50, $4 a gallon, it really made a big difference to my bottom line each week. You know, if I'm burning, you know, 3 or 4 tanks of gas on that SA200 versus 1 tank of gas on the 250. Now, as far as just plain welders go, the 200 is phenomenal. Those old copper wound Redfaces are just unbelievable. You use that versus the SA250, you can really tell a difference, and I prefer the SA200, the older Redface. Now, some people I think like the newer copper wound machines. It's just kind of whatever you get used to. I like the old one better, but you know, your mileage may vary. And I know some people also will have their older or their 250s rewound with copper, and I think it kind of makes them run like the 200 there. And also, you don't have AC power on the 200. You only have DC aux power, so you can pretty much only run like a light or a grinder. With the 250, you get 3 kW of AC power, which is nice. And I actually have a little space heater that I can plug in there for cold days like this that I can just have sitting on the back of my truck where I can go over and warm up my hands, which that's nice. Anyway, yeah, so, oh, you out there, you, yeah, you, the guy that's been asking about settings for both machines there, yeah, keep watching here. Once it warms up a bit, I'll get that, I'll get one of those up. But right now, that green machine is knowing hell it's gonna start until it warms up to at least, say, 5 degrees. Anyway, yeah, please give this a thumbs up if you like it, subscribe, let me know what you think. Anyway, I'm Darlingtonfarm. Thank you for watching, and as always, please comment, rate, and subscribe, because none of this would be possible unless you guys watch. So, yeah, share. I'm smoking.